Welcome back, Super Friends and Super Family. I'm Nick, and today I'm reacting to The Big Bang Theory Season 4, Episodes 23 and 24. So we're here at the end of the 4th season, ready to check out the season finale. How is Season 4 going to wrap up? I can't wait to find out. As always, you want to watch along the full unedited reaction that, of course, is up on Patreon. This is also where you can check out future episodes of Season 5. Let's just get right into it. The Big Bang Theory Season 4, Episodes 23 and 24.
Hey, do me a favor and take table 7.
Why, what's up with tape? Oh.
You mean the one with my 118-pound rock-hard stud of a fiancé? Canker sores and pink eye?
That's the guy. That's the guy.
Ex-boyfriend and his gorgeous, successful girlfriend who makes me feel like a toothless Okie.
Oh, Petty.
You just spill hot soup on her?
Holy, whoa.
Not that kind of person.
If she orders something low-fat, I'll totally give her the full-fat version.
That's my water.
Dear Lord.
Sheldon, how could you make that mistake?
Have you been drinking it?
Yes.
Well, that's it then.
What?
I'm dead.
Life is over.
Backwashed into this glass. Visitors who arrive on the dancing tongue of your subtropical girlfriend.
Sister and my country you're talking about.
You guys ready to order?
I'd like a 7-day course of penicillin. Act to induce vomiting and a mint.
Bernadette's like, Penny, please come over.
From Leonard's glass.
He drank from Leonard's glass. Words they'll be carving into my tombstone.
That's actually my napkin.
No, it's
Oh, this is a
not. No, it's not. Is it really?
Sterilize my mouth with alcohol. Gangway, dead man walking.
Well, that's an entertaining night out for some people. Sheldon gonna go talk to Penny at the bar, and they're gonna team up and come up with a way to bring down Priya. What's gonna happen here?
And a root beer for Priya. Is it diet? That's what you ordered.
Started planning your wedding yet?
Thinking of having it on a cliff overlooking the ocean.
Wow, wow.
Pre-wedding jitters, like the thought of falling and drowning.
Oh, they'll discuss
What
it
did your mother
later.
say when you told her you were getting married?
He hasn't told her yet.
Oh, really?
I was thinking of weaving it into her eulogy.
That sounds about right. I want to see this, though.
Well, your mother.
Hey, have you told your parents you're dating this short glass of skim milk here?
Fair point, fair point.
That's different.
Right, whereas Jewish mothers take a casual la-di-da approach to theirs.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang.
You alright?
Fine. Thank you for asking. I love you so much.
You definitely swallowed some tequila.
Fire demon, Sheldon's turning up the heat. Pulls one out from under the bridge. Nice.
That's some good commentary, Raj.
Her name?
Oh yeah, she's got puddles in all the right places.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Please play the game without commenting on every card.
Walking tree.
He's controlling himself.
Last one.
I'm taking a stroll and I'm spotting wood.
Okay, the eagle has landed. Mother are having a get-to-know-you lunch at the Old Town Deli.
Oh, really? Really?
History is any indication, my mother will swallow her whole and spit out her bones like an owl.
No, she won't do that to Bernadette. She's too sweet.
Have you met Bernadette's parents?
Adolf and Ava? Not yet. One goose step at a time.
I do want to see her parents.
Water.
Oh, dear Lord.
Is it really, or are they just messing with him? They're messing with him.
It's not your water.
I know.
Of course, of course. Sheldon was just too vulnerable.
Where
Oh
indeed?
my god. Oh, this is a premeditated crime. Raj, wow. I'm impressed.
I'm in the toilet!
Did she like Bernadette?
No!
Too soon to say, I'm not done yet!
Oh my gosh. No, please. Don't say any more, please.
Day with Bernadette!
I had a pastrami sandwich, had eggplant lasagna. And orders in a Jewish deli.
Besides food!
Going to school to become a microbiologist?
No, she never mentioned it.
Bet she did, and you didn't listen.
I think she liked her. I think she liked her.
Do you like her? She's great, huh?
A lovely girl.
I've got some news.
Is he really gonna tell her?
Dude, because I've got nothing but disappointment in
Oh
here.
gosh, please don't go into detail. Just spare me. I don't want to hear something like that.
Bernadette and I are getting married.
He really ripped the band-aid off.
Ma,
Is she okay?
you too busy bearing down? Ma? Come back, I'm gonna break the door down.
Can you? I mean, that was a heroic attempt.
Son of a bitch, Ma, help!
I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going?
Other than waiting out the exponential growth, virulent organisms trooping through my microvilli into my circulatory system. Hunky-dory. Did I say something amusing?
Yes.
I don't know, maybe. I have no idea what you said.
That was a polite
This is
laugh.
merely a discharge of nervous energy.
My mirth classic.
Is there a station coming up where I can board your giggling train of thought?
Sure, I've had to keep my distance. I don't get to hear all your jibber jabber.
She misses you. She misses you.
What are you doing at work these days?
Time-dependent backgrounds in string theory. Dimensional de Sitter space.
Come on, even you have to admit that's jibber jabber.
Do you know where the phrase jibber jabber comes
I
from?
actually have no idea.
My God, you were about to jibber jabber about jibber jabber.
Mother at the hospital. Come on, we gotta go. Sheldon, let's go!
To a hospital?
Yes.
Full of sick people?
Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh, I don't think so.
You'll be close to doctors who can save you.
There, we're going.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
Howard, you didn't come because you're more concerned about your own well-being than his.
I would think he would know that.
You buy all these superhero t-shirts, step up and do the right thing. You just hide in the laundry room.
Good point.
Fine, I'll go.
What would Superman do?
Aunt Ruth died in a hospital. Caught something, bit the dust a week later.
True story?
Now share a coffee can on my mother's mantle.
I mean, it probably is a true story, actually.
Picked up my poor unconscious mother, carried her to the car, and drove like a madman to the...
That's not what happened at all.
Picked up your mother? Her own legs are barely able to do that.
How women lift cars off babies.
Yeah, I'm
had
saying
that
it'd be
same
easier to lift a
superpower.
car.
After I found the courage to put her pants back on, I was unstoppable. Heart attack-like event.
What's the difference?
Attack-like event is an event that's like a heart attack.
I thought he was going to have a way more technical explanation.
Okay, you're not helping.
Disagree.
Who are you helping, Sheldon?
Go sit over there.
Now sit over there, it looks cleaner.
Is there a history of heart disease in your family?
Family is the history of heart disease. Cave painting in France of one of my ancestors doing this. Gotten some news that might have upset her.
What?
It's not important.
Let's skip over that part.
I'm gonna be your wife. You could share anything.
You'd think that, but no.
Gonna get married and she had a heart attack?
You can't
When you put it
take
like that, it
personally.
sounds bad, but,
How else is she supposed to take it?
in stride?
Threatened by any woman who can give me what she can.
Sexual intercourse?
Oh, gosh, gosh. Oh,
Well, when you say it like that, you make it sound creepy.
yeah.
Mother had a heart attack because I have sex with him and she can't.
Now that's a good plot summary for this episode here.
I'll give you $1,000 if you'll drive me home.
Now that is a well-paid Uber driver, wow.
Howard Wolowitz is my friend. You know, once he tried to stick his tongue down my throat and I broke his nose?
Funny episode.
My brother had a group of friends like this in India and called themselves the New Delhi Power Rangers.
You mean when he was little?
No.
Not as little as you'd want him to be.
Last year when he visited.
We're going to the cafeteria to get some coffee.
Nice that they're getting along.
Girlfriend and your ex-girlfriend hanging out together? Oh yeah, that can only be good for you.
Where is this gonna lead, though, right?
I don't have anything to hide.
Good, then you have nothing to worry about.
And now he's gonna start worrying.
I do not. You are a mean little man.
Set in her ways.
How can we be together if the thought of us getting married might kill your mother?
Son will marry someone and it will kill you. Her deathbed and my fiance is grief-stricken, not taking you home.
Will you at least go with me to the restroom here so you can open the door and flush the urinal? This might be a good time to point out, Howard, that friendship requires a certain give and take. Wolowitz?
Is she okay?
It wasn't a heart attack.
Oh, good.
She's resting comfortably.
Good.
We're still running a few tests. Like to see the little Catholic girl first.
Really?
Why me?
Jews have been asking that for centuries. There's no real good answer. Be fine. Let's just hide Mr. Cross. Touches her, it burns.
I believe that.
You brought a Catholic girl home to your mother? Why don't I write you a prescription for Xanax?
Finally.
How long were you in there, Shaggy? Oh, dang, dang, dang. Careful, careful, careful. Oh, look out, look out. Sheldon, what are you doing in there? Don't you know to read the signs? Oh, dang, dang.
What fresh hell is this?
Can't leave here. You've been exposed.
Really? Is this happening? For real?
It's all good.
Desperate to please women. The foreplay goes on and on.
She's like, get it over with.
Don't doze off. You will never hear the end of it.
Oh, dang, dang. Sheldon, Sheldon. He was right to be afraid of hospitals.
Put on a little show for her.
What do you mean a show?
You know, like the way I took my clothes off.
Like a striptease or what?
Like to music?
Looked pretty stupid if there was no music.
Did she film this?
I wasn't swinging around a pole. One time I put body glitter on.
You have to worry about Penny telling my sister that. Problem is me telling her.
Raj is evil. Raj is evil this whole episode.
That is so true.
You got so long.
Oh, we were just chatting.
About nothing.
Comparing notes about how you are in the sack.
Oh, okay. Not hiding it at all.
What if she wasn't kidding?
Doesn't matter. I'm the king of foreplay.
How'd it go?
You're a putz.
What?
He got food poisoning. Wanted to make sure I was okay.
Are you?
No, because I'm engaged to a putz.
So it's a total misunderstanding?
I was the reason she had a heart attack.
Based on the available...
Shut up! Said I'm a wonderful girl.
Going.
To the toilet! Is that okay with you?
This did not turn out the way that he imagined.
Is it just me, or does
No,
she
it's
sound
not just
sexy
you.
when she's angry?
Oh, I thought he was trying to say something else. I thought he was going to say it reminds him of his mom.
Mountain elf.
Okay, okay.
Colossal serpent.
I got a colossal serpent right here.
Must you?
He can't help himself.
Ha! I win.
2-week quarantine because you were exposed to a deadly disease? Absolutely.
2 weeks. 2 weeks is a long time.
Hey, you guys ready to order? Sure. Okay, Priya.
Back out to dinner.
Toast intolerant boyfriend will turn into a gas-filled Macy's Day balloon.
Not quite accurate.
Leonard is not pleased.
Leonard produces copious amounts of methane.
Sheldon doesn't understand why they're laughing. That makes it even better.
He can eat frozen yogurt. Do not believe it.
You gotta like this. I mean, the girlfriend, the ex-girlfriend, stinky booty.
Kill me.
Poor Leonard.
Capable of being flatulent for hours after death.
Sheldon is like his walking phoenix moment.
Accepted my doctoral dissertation, my PhD.
Awesome, awesome, wow.
You're a doctor. You're a doctor. Doctor. You're a Howard. You know a lot of doctors.
Penny's on fire tonight. What's going on?
You two get married, you'll be referred to as Mr. and Dr. Wallowin.
Me, I'm proud of you.
Pharmaceutical company gonna pay me a buttload of money.
That's great. Howard, do you make a buttload?
Good for Bernadette, though. This is such great news.
Car, everything's peachy. If you do it, you're still not a doctor.
The car window deal. It helps, but everything is not peachy.
That was pretty great. It's like, who's going to get roasted more here, Leonard or Howard? They should honestly go around the table and do that with everybody, because everyone, I mean, both in the show, but also in real life, has something you can be made fun of for.
Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby.
This is all Raj needs. I mean, he's a simple man sometimes. Sometimes depressed, but sometimes very happy.
The beautiful Lieutenant Uhura.
My brother's going to hear you.
Oh gosh, oh gosh. You need to put the headphones back on right now.
10 miles? You're orbiting inside the atmosphere?
That's what you're focusing on.
Wearing my brother's Halloween costume.
I can't believe you think he only wears it on Halloween. Shuttlecraft approaching.
Okay, gotta go.
Yeah, come on, come on. Who would be able to stay with that going on, hearing everything?
What's up?
Is that my future daughter-in-law, the doctor?
The doctor? That's amazing. She includes that.
He's a doctor too, right? Leonard and the skinny weirdo.
The skinny weirdo. Whoa.
Everybody's a doctor but me!
Whose fault is that?
Can I stay here tonight?
Just for you and my mother.
I guess that's okay.
How will that go?
He and I can play doctor.
What?
She's kidding, right?
They put her on hormone replacement therapy.
Oh gosh.
Hey, Jean, Dr. Cutie Pie.
Oh, dang. Is he gonna go somewhere else?
Nadette got her PhD.
It's indeed admirable, although it is microbiology. I study the brain, the organ responsible for Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. It studies yeast, the organism responsible for Michelob Light.
Point made.
Wrong with your neck?
Fragile structure to support such a valuable payload.
There's some truth to that.
Have you considered massage?
I relish the thought of a stranger covering my body with oil.
Massage your muscles with your own hand.
Still sounds like a lot of unnecessary touching.
Third finger along the ridge of the shoulder blade, making a small rotation as you do.
Very precise instructions.
Node-like object rolling back and forth along the bone.
The myofascial point.
Obviously.
Obviously, of course. We were all thinking it.
The 7th grade noogies we all know too well.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh, yes.
Holy.
Never been touched like this before.
Whoa.
Oh, my hands are magic. Someone at my door.
That doesn't interest me. Goodbye.
Leonard's having astronomically inaccurate Star Trek sex with my sister.
I can see how that would be upsetting. Come in.
The fact that it's inaccurate matters somehow.
He's in my bed, why can't I be in his?
The Hammurabic code is an eye for an eye, not a bed for a bed.
True.
And Tara Banks says the most important item in your makeup bag is a good night's sleep.
I don't know who that is.
Sign here indicating that I tried to stop you, so using a stern facial expression.
Are you upholding the contract? You're just following the letter of the law, Sheldon.
In the event of a power outage, paint will guide you to the nearest exit.
That's actually really cool.
You're kidding.
That is so cool. Come on, that's legit.
I never kid about safety.
Oh gosh.
What are you doing here?
What do you think?
I would have slept in my own bed, but it's being used to bring shame to my family. And the memory of Gene Roddenberry.
Of who?
An emergency fire drill. Take a refresher course in CPR.
Oh yeah, mouth-to-mouth Mona. It's a date, Howard.
Don't tell me anymore.
We tried. She doesn't get along with Sheldon.
Sheldon doesn't get along with Sheldon.
That's true, that's true.
You stay here and I'll stay at your apartment.
That could be interesting.
Girls here?
You? Sure, bring as many as you want. Just not against their will.
Whoa. You had to put that out there?
You're gonna be a trophy husband for a rich wife. You might want to watch your waistline.
Minute on the lips, a lifetime on the hip.
Threatened by my fiance's success, I'm proud of her.
Good.
My own career.
Dang.
You're okay to stay for a while.
When did you take my blood?
Not important.
While you were sleeping. Painless.
What the hell is this?
Modified roommate agreement for a temporary house guest.
Okay, makes sense.
This says you can make end-of-life decisions for me.
Don't sign.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
You get to pull the plug on him, too.
Well, that seems fair.
Welcome temporarily aboard. Here's your ID card.
Very official.
Your lapel pin, which Leonard was too cool to wear.
Will Roz wear it?
To drive me to and from work park for 1 hour every other Sunday for fresh air.
That's it? You need more fresh air than that.
Bring a ball or a frisbee, something he can chase.
Tonight is Thai food, a standard order in Appendix B, or download.
This is a lot of work.
You prefer the human touch? Web chat called Apartment Talk on Tuesday night.
Do you really? Whether anyone is there or not?
Sheldon, dinner!
Was it date night here? What's going on?
This is the difference between eating and dining.
Ooh, how's Sheldon gonna take to this?
Realizing how much Leonard's been skating by all these years.
Oh, okay. A little upgrade.
What's your Wi-Fi password again?
Penny, get your own Wi-Fi, no spaces. to ingratiate himself to me. Nice touch, by the way.
That is smart. That's a smart move.
What happened to Leonard?
Homo erectus. He was replaced by a superior species.
New homo in town.
And Roger's like, wait, what did I just say?
Leonard and Priya are living together?
Origami napkin swan. That's the headline.
Volunteered for the premature ejaculation project.
Oh.
Not like either one of us has heart disease. Forgot I got you a little present.
Bought me a Rolex?
Really?
How much did this cost?
Oh, you let me worry about the money. I just want my baby to have pretty things.
You really are the trophy wife.
Oh, no. I've had way too much already.
Interesting fact about alcohol.
Hit me.
Sometimes they pack the alcohol in their trunk.
Monkeys.
In their trunks, Penny. In their trunks. How much have you had to drink?
When does a monkey have a trunk?
When a suitcase just won't do.
Okay. That's a great response.
If alcohol is playing keep away with your intelligence, kindly refrain from raucous laughter and celebratory gunfire.
A lot better than having to wear noise-canceling headphones.
Yeah, Leonard's a noisy little dude in the sack. And during allergy season, when he has to alternate between kissing and breathing?
It's my sister. Can we not talk about this anymore?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Ron's trying to escape this.
Tell you a secret?
Yeah.
Leonard's a great guy. Never should have broken up with him.
Dang.
Better to have loved than lost. Stay home every night and download increasingly shameful pornography.
Yes, just what Shakespeare wrote.
What's wrong with me, Penny?
Nothing beyond you like the speed of light squared on matter to make energy.
Since when, Penny?
Friendship.
Do friendship.
Booze hound, please stop that infernal clinking.
Booze hounds?
And the answer was elephant.
It was bothering Sheldon. He needed to get that out there.
My parents on video chat. Go hide in the bedroom.
Oh, come on. Wait.
It's not the time.
When is the time?
5 brothers and sisters. Bound to screw up real big, and then I'll tell my parents.
Need a little distraction to break the family news.
Hello, Mommy. Hello, Daddy.
There was a tornado in Kansas City. Is that close to you?
Sleep so much better when you move back here next month.
You're moving back.
Who's that?
Oh my God, there's someone in your apartment.
Shoot!
Police in America.
Pleasant surprise. Mommy, Daddy, you remember Rajesh's friend Leonard?
It's out. The secret's out.
He has many friends.
Rajesh has many friends?
The dad can't believe it.
Because she doesn't want you to know we're dating. If you're moving back to India, we're obviously breaking up.
Is it actually gonna happen?
I don't want to deal with this right now.
Time to walk away. Time to walk away.
Hot in India?
It is. It always is. It's India.
The weather talk will not save you.
That is a beautiful tapestry.
I can't blame him under the circumstances. Did that actually happen? No. Really? Really? Okay, I would never have predicted this. Penny can't believe it either.
Oh, God. Oh, God! Oh. Okay.
This is not a Chandler Monica moment, that's for sure.
Do you understand me? Really? Still can't talk to me?
Give him some wine, quick.
I live here.
I have paperwork that says differently.
Priya's going back to India.
Irrelevant. Rajesh and I have a good thing going, and you're not going to ruin it.
What?
I had a fight with Bernadette. A beautiful watch.
Leonard, do you understand this?
Yes.
Talk to him.
Perfect timing. Oh, shoot.
Damn.
Could not have picked a worse time.
It's not what it looks like.
It's exactly what it looks like. Run, Penny's like, I cannot stand
What
here.
does it look like?
Oh, Sheldon. That's it. Oh my gosh, what an ending. Okay, that is probably my favorite season ending so far. And I don't know if it's my favorite actual ending. It's just the craziest ending. Wow, what an insane... I mean, what an ending. What an ending to this season. I cannot even wrap my mind around... I mean, I feel like a single one of those shocking things could have been enough to end the season with a cliffhanger and with a mic drop, with a really funny kind of thing that makes you wonder what's going to happen next. But the way they weaved all those storylines together and had that much craziness happen in the final episode is, I got to admire it. I really do like the structure of the show. I mean, I'm just processing how I feel about, you know, those character developments and what I think is going to happen as a result of that and what we can expect in season 5. But just for a season finale, you know, I always appreciate when a show does something special and things go a little bit crazy or really funny or really dramatic if it's a drama show. But I think they really did a good job with this season finale. But before I get into all exactly how it ended, in episode 23, we had some big things happening with Howard and Bernadette, right? I mean, Howard hadn't told his mom yet that he was engaged to Bernadette, and that's a big thing. How is that gonna go, especially considering like how close Howard and his mother are and how kind of unique that relationship is. I don't need to do the full Oedipus breakdown and psychoanalyze what it is, but look, the reality is I honestly wasn't sure how Howard's mother was going to take that information, and I definitely understand why Howard, under the circumstances, was a bit hesitant and concerned with how his mom got along with Bernadette. Did a good job with that misdirection where they made it seem like Howard breaking the news to his mother is what gave her a heart attack, and it just led to a funny misunderstanding and a nice setting overall for the episode where we have Sheldon, you know, paranoid about germs, not wanting to go to the hospital even if he's supporting his friend's sick mother. And then we had kind of something unexpected as well with Priya and Penny, where up until this point, you know, they haven't really gotten along, but they did kind of they shared some notes. They had a little bit of bonding there that episode where they both were kind of talking about Leonard, which I could definitely understand why that would make Leonard uncomfortable, especially the way Raj was kind of filling his mind with insecurities and just being like, well, I guess you have nothing to worry about. You know, if you overthink anything, you can find a way to worry about it, but especially if you have someone just like feeding those insecurities. Like usually for most people, that negative voice in your own head is enough, but if you have a friend who's just making things worse, I can definitely understand why Leonard was uncomfortable in that situation. But the big reveal of that episode, of course, was that it was completely unrelated to the news that Bernadette and Howard was engaged. And actually, Howard's mom is really, really happy and is really happy for her son and is really proud that Bernadette is going to be the woman that he's married. And Bernadette was very upset, but I think overall it's still a good outcome, right? There's going to be some acceptance with the family. It's good to be on the side of the in-laws. That just makes everything smoother. But then episode 24, the season finale, was just a crazy episode. I mean, I really think they did a good job of setting up everything for that final dramatic just moment of craziness. You have Raj trying to find a new place to sleep. You can hear everything through the walls, and I can understand Raj being like, I can't live in a place like this. I need to get away, get some space. He tries first to go to Howard's, but there's other dangers awaiting him with Howard's mother, so he decides the safest haven for him is with Sheldon. And what I didn't expect was how well Raj and Sheldon were going to get along. I thought for a second the show was just going to be mixing things up, and I was like, okay, are they going to try kind of swapping the living arrangements and go into the next season with Raj being paired with Sheldon just to kind of mix up some of the jokes? And I honestly thought that Raj and Sheldon were not going to get along, and there's going to be a lot of conflict and just humor in that whole situation. But after signing enough paperwork, Raj actually turns out to be making quite an effort, and I wasn't sure how Sheldon would even react to that. I'm like, Sheldon is such a creature of habit. Will he like the extra stuff, like the candles and the fancy wine, or does he just like what he's used to? But Sheldon loved it. I mean, he thought Raj was doing great, and in fact, he was reevaluating everything that he had been putting up with Leonard. Now, to be fair, I think you really can't make a decision like that for how good of a fit Raj is until much more time goes by. I mean, you're in the early phase of the relationship. Like, of course, you guys are both just madly in love here, Sheldon, but you gotta know that things cool off after the initial period where, you know, everything is just butterflies and happiness. So just a word of warning, Sheldon, you know, You might feel differently about Raj in a few months. But that was just kind of funny and kind of played with my expectations with how that whole storyline played out. And then we had what started out as a really good thing of Bernadette, getting this really good job offer. She's going to become a PhD. And I feel bad for Howard under those circumstances, right? Because it's not like he reacted badly to that news right away. I really feel like it was just after getting teased about that multiple times, and then eventually he started to feel insecure about it at the end, right? But initially, Howard was so supportive, and I was so happy about how supportive he was about Bernadette, cheering her on for her career and her PhD. By the way, I would just say the opening scene of this season finale was a really strong opening scene in my opinion. I love the jokes and the roast of first starting with Leonard, everyone giving him such a hard time, and then how it kind of got turned around to Howard. And no matter who the spotlight was on, whether it was Leonard or Howard, you could tell they're kind of uncomfortable. But Leonard, I think, successfully kind of shifted it over to Howard, which, like I said, is kind of what eventually wore down Howard and made him start feeling insecure about how great things were going for Bernadette and how he was feeling inferior in that circumstance. I guess I can understand where Howard's coming from, because if you're with someone and things are one way and then someone else gets to have something really good happen to them, like they get a really high paying job or something, a boost in status or just some big change, you can absolutely love your partner but feel a little bit insecure. And I think Howard's insecurity is coming from a place of love. I feel like he is just feeling bad, I don't deserve her in this moment, if that makes sense. And, of course the reality is Bernadette just loves Howard and he shouldn't be worried about that. And, by being insecure about that, he's actually going to be damaging his relationship and what he does have with her. But like I said, I don't think any part of Howard is resentful about the success that Bernadette has. It's not really how I interpreted his reaction one bit. I really feel like he's just beating himself up, especially with how everyone was teasing him about not being a doctor, which I did think was funny, but after all that teasing, and then after just seeing kind of the difference of how Bernadette is being able to do things like buy a really expensive Rolex, which, by the way, I don't know exactly how much a Rolex costs. I've never considered buying one. I do know they're very, very expensive. It's a luxury item, right? Thousands of dollars. So just based on the character of Howard and who he is and his background, his history with women, I can understand why that would bring up a lot of self-doubt about himself. So hopefully it's nothing too serious. You know what I mean? I mean, he showed up at the end to see the dramatic event, but they're engaged, and I really do think they're a good couple. So I'm hoping things don't go full Xander and Anya for them, and that things are able to improve next season, because I am rooting for the two of them a ton. But speaking of relationships and craziness, I mean, who do I tackle first? The Leonard and Priya situation or the Penny and Raj situation? Let me just start with Leonard and Priya. But they've been building kind of this storyline for quite some time, and it finally came to a head where Priya is constantly trying to hide Leonard from her parents, and Leonard really wants Priya to show him to her parents. I feel like part of Leonard feels like Priya is ashamed of him, or feels like Priya, I don't know, I feel like that's important to Leonard because he feels like in some way it will legitimize their relationship, and he will feel like Priya is respecting him by doing something like that. But on the other side, I definitely understand, where Priya is coming from, really not wanting to show it to her parents and deal with that whole hassle. And it could just be an awkward situation, especially if your parents are really strict, especially about, and judgmental about the people that you date. So I can kind of understand where they're both coming from, but I do think it was a mistake of Leonard to say something on that call and kind of confront Priya in that way in front of the parents. But at the same time, and we didn't address this either, Priya is saying that she's moving back to India in a month and she didn't tell Leonard. Is that true? I mean, if that's true, that's really something, I mean, that's a nasty move by Priya, to keep that information from Leonard if she knew she was moving back and just hadn't told him. Like, I'm just trying to wrap my head around why you would do that outside of a very, very selfish reason, right? But I think Leonard is really just speaking out in that moment because he was emotional and upset. But to be fair, we don't have all the information, right? The parents could be mistaken. Maybe the initial plan was for Priya to return at a certain date, but of course, now that she's dating dating Leonard and she's she's reevaluating what she wants to do in her future, that could be totally outdated information. So I really am eager to kind of hear more of what is happening there. But unfortunately, it wasn't resolved in a peaceful way with, calm communication back and forth. There was that confrontation, that awkward moment with the parents, which Leonard just couldn't stand the awkwardness, had to hang up that call. I mean, I was wrong by my prediction because I don't think officially Priya and Leonard broke up. I mean, and maybe they'll confirm it next season, maybe they did, but I don't think so. I think Leonard basically just said, if I'm remembering correctly, like, if you are going back to India, then we might as well break up, something like that. So I do want to hear more information about that whole situation, but I also feel like this could be the thing that breaks them up. I mean, if Priya is actually moving back to India in a month, I think that's definitely the end of their relationship. And if it's just a miscommunication and she was trying to hide it from the parents, I could see Priya still breaking up with Leonard because she's so angry at him for telling the parents in that way and reacting the way that he did. So I guess even though my prediction was wrong, I think we are heading towards a breakup one way or another between Leonard and Priya. But probably the most shocking and unexpected storyline, and you can let me know if you saw this coming, is Raj and Penny. I mean, look, Penny was drinking a lot of wine. Raj was, they were surprisingly kind of hitting it off that night. But still, even with all of that, I just wouldn't have expected it would have led to them sleeping together. But it did. It was a great reveal of, like, Penny waking up in bed and just being like, oh my gosh. And then the fact that she walked out and Leonard saw her, Howard saw her. I mean, everyone, the whole friend group was there to witness the drama. Penny couldn't stand the awkwardness anymore and just walked out. And on top of that, as dramatic and hilarious as that ending was, what was so interesting and really kind of sad was Penny admitting to Raj in that moment that she messed up and she really should never have let Leonard go and how she regretted it. And I think that sometimes happens. And if anyone's experienced this and wants to share, feel free to. I definitely think there are people who break up with people in their life and then later regret it, but never can get them back. And a lot of times it's because they move on or something else happens. But I mean, it's just a basic life lesson that you usually don't value what you have until you lose it. There's a better way to word that expression, but you realize what you have when it's gone. And that's true for a lot of things in life. But I think it's also true for relationships too. I think sometimes you can get comfortable in a relationship and you feel like, okay, well, I can find someone else who's like this. And then you end things and you reevaluate, right? And you really think about what your life is like without that person. You experience emotionally what it's like without that person. And maybe you step back and have a more objective view of your relationship and you realize how good of a person that was. I mean, I haven't experienced this myself, thankfully, but I am sure there are people who can think back in their past dating history and remember someone who they genuinely regret ending things with and who it's too late to, fix things with. Now, luckily, I don't think it's too late necessarily for Leonard and Penny to get back together, but it's definitely not simple anymore. Even if Priya breaks up with Leonard or Leonard breaks up with Priya, what's going to happen now that everyone knows that Penny and Raj were together? You know what I mean? I mean, I do think that shot on Leonard's face showed that he was hurt by that, right? And I can understand that too, right? I mean, not that Penny can't, sleep with Raj if she wants to, of course. Like, she's not even in a relationship with Leonard. But that doesn't mean that you're still not hurt. And it still doesn't affect how you feel and also affect possibly the possibility of the two of them getting together. But overall, just leaving this season off in this insane, crazy, outrageous note, I'm a huge, huge fan of it. It was an exciting, hilarious, unexpected, shocking finale. I can't ask for more from a hilarious show. I really can't ask for more. I feel spoiled with how good this finale was, and just, I'm so excited to how do you begin to untangle this mess at the beginning of season 5? I feel like you can have a lot of fun, crazy things happen to continue where we left off. But I hope you guys enjoyed that reaction. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this season finale in the comments down below. Any of your perspectives on any of the shocking things. What was the most shocking thing to you out of all the things that happened in the finale? As always, you want to watch along the full unedited reaction that of course is up on Patreon. It's also where you can check out my reactions to episodes of season 5 if you don't want to wait and you care to support the channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, remember, be active, be mindful, and be a hero.